I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's probably very possible. I'm probably very much muted. So, all right. So, welcome everybody to another episode of Orleo Origins. I am Will. Um, yeah, you shouldn't hear an echo. I think I had my thing unmuted, so that's why it was echo crazy.
There's duplicate.
Yeah, there is an echo.
Is there? I wonder why
Yeah.
that is.
It's kind of a cool effect, though.
Yeah, it's very flanger.
Well, it may have.
Oh, it's all of us.
Yeah, it's everyone. So I think it might be. I think it might just be the dual computer setup. Hold on.
If everyone just holds a single note.
Yeah, probably. Not really sure why it is though. No, shouldn't be. Nope. Streamlabs is running like it should.
It might be Alchemy picking up multiple audio sources.
How very odd.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a stream without tech issues.
No, it would not be. It is a weird echo. Wonder why that is.
Well, I was going to say, make sure, I know you have a headset on each computer, make sure one's muted, the one you're not using, but I wouldn't do it because then I'd only echo you, not the rest of us.
Yeah, I was going to say that wouldn't do this.
No, it wouldn't. It's an output issue somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, my microphone on there is muted.
Yeah.
Let me see.
For those who are unaware, Alchemy is kind of a new platform for us to be on.
Also, new period.
Well, yeah, it is in its beta. But it's a neat way of presenting stories through this sort of format.
Okay, so I'm not really sure why it's doing what it's doing on this end.
What about the echo for my keyboard?
Yeah, I could hear the echo.
Oh, yeah. You have the loudest keyboard I've ever heard.
I know.
Mechanical keyboard, okay? And some Razer. What do you expect?
So, all right. Well, we're going to keep it this way until we can figure out what's going on, but we're going to keep moving forward. So,
yeah.
And while you were doing intros, I'll see if I can't figure out what's going on. Maybe it's a Streamlabs issue.
Yeah, don't click there. Just make sure the properties are set right in case maybe like one setting got moved.
Yeah, I just don't know what it could be. That's weird. All right. Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to Orleo Origins. I'm gonna let my folks introduce themselves while I work in the background. So we're gonna go left to right on my screen. So we're gonna start with Zero first. Tell us who you are, who you play, and what do you think's coming in Duskmire?
Hello, I'm Zero. Fear me if you dare. I am playing a rogue Kenku. For those who are unaware of what Kenku are, they are basically cursed bird people that cannot use their own voice. They can only use the voices of other creatures they have heard or just noises in general. And we create them with pretty decent efficiency. And what was the question there, Will?
What are you expecting from Duskmire, the town you guys just walked into?
Probably a fight, just knowing how things go. Pretty much.
Okay, that's fair. All right, well, let's go to Kieran. So
I forgot you're going to the right screen there, so I have to be like, oops.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, I'm Cal, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King, playing Kieran, our ASMR lore bard. And two things Kieran's going to happen. One, someone's going to steal him a damn pair of pants. at the bare minimum. But probably just chaos because what our group normally causes.
Maybe if you ask Zero nicely.
Okay. Let's see who's next. Varric.
Hello, everybody. I am Nick. I play Varric Wolfspear Vagari, your Goliath barbarian. The Dragon's Milk. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
It's what is your character thinking about as they're walking into Deskville? What do you think about this town that you're walking into?
I'm hoping that nothing here is a mimic. I think Varric is so tired of mimics now. He's so like the me as a player, I absolutely love mimics. Varric as a character, I guarantee you now, like the novelty has worn off, and he's just like picture like SpongeBob after he had the pirate ghost as a roommate, trying to scare him for the 300th time. He's just standing there looking at it. That's Varric towards mimics now. So,
well, that's fair. That's very fair. Because mimics.
oh
I
yeah,
have had an unusually large run-in with mimics.
it's those darn D6 for chaos rolls.
Oh, that's true. I think I have those turned off for this session. I don't remember, but I guess we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna try something. We're gonna go on to, let's see who's next. That would be Willow.
Hello, I hope you can hear me. Accepting my username or password or any of that, so whatever. I play Willow, Ladrin Druid. Despite all the tech stuff, I'm really happy to be here. And she is really just hoping for some peace and quiet, just to go in, get something to eat, have a drink, get some sleep. That's all she wants right now. She's tired of everything trying to eat her.
That's also very fair. Let's see who's next. Eeny, meeny. Oh, we gotta go a little back over here. Bellinor, you're next. No.
All right. I missed the question, so read a quick repeat of that.
It's what is their first impressions as they walk into this town out in the middle of nowhere?
All right. What's up, everybody? I'm Taryn. I play Bellinor, your paladin who's over the tomfoolery of this group. And he, as he walks into this town, is ready for a drink. He's ready to just kind of sit back and just kind of take a breath because there's just been a lot of happening recently. He's ready to just stop.
And you're still stuck with these people.
Somehow, for some reason.
Okay, Mint.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right, awesome, thank you. Just reformatted the computer, so everything seems to be running well. I play Mint Orcanus, the Goblin Bloodline Paladin Oath of the Dragon. I can say it now so much better now that I can read it at the bottom of the screen. Let's see, Mint. I think Mint was like doing prestidigitation a few times before walking in. I think he was just trying to get himself clean. So he's probably thinking, But he just wants to eat something. He's probably hungry. So, Mint is hungry.
Mint is always hungry.
And finally got my fit for Ren Fair. So, I don't know if y'all can see it, but
Yeah, that's nice.
it's going to be what I'm wearing to Halloween for the next foreseeable future.
Very nice. I love it. Love it. Okay. All right. So I'm still working on the sound, guys, but we're gonna keep moving forward because we just got to. We got to. It's just what we're gonna have to do. So hopefully you'll hang around with us until we can get it fixed. But we're gonna go ahead and move into our story. So when last we were all here, you guys made it through the swamp, barely. Some of you and completely intact. Some of you not. Clothing wise is what I mean. You know who we're talking about. Kieran, who always seems to be naked for some reason. So
Not my fault.
I know it really isn't. It really isn't his fault. But we made it through the swamp. We defeated a mimic tree and made our way begrudgingly through this swamp until we came to the town, to a small town, sort of small town, sort of in the middle of nowhere, really, like truly, right on the edge of the swamp. And on the other side is this extremely old, thick forest. You guys walked up, and I'll move this over there so that we can go to. We are at the Shade and Shroud. We come up to a tavern in this sort of ghostly little town. There's rain and fog, and it's just murky, nasty. And you guys are literally standing right outside. Sort of, you've just walked into the town. The very first building you see is this tavern. You're all standing in the rain. So what do you do?
Why do we even have that lever?
I think Varric is going to stand outside, just arms out, letting the rain hit him. Just for the moment, just kind of living in the moment.
Are you having a bath?
I assumed you all would do this too. This is not how
I
you
mean,
clean.
realizing what happened to you last time, you might need a bath.
Yeah.
You see Zero like kind of.
Where's Mint?
We feathers.
Clean Mint. He got schmammered.
It's a really good point, actually. We should ask around about the bathhouse. I wouldn't mind a good relaxing bath.
Well, I'm tired of being wet and cold and snack food, so I'm gonna just put my little glasses on and open the door and walk in.
Well, I was gonna say before we walk in, Kieran's still hiding like behind a shrubbery or a bush, whatever he can hide behind. Going like, yeah, one of y'all needs to get me some pants, please, because apparently the swamp hates me.
Bellinor will tear his cloak off that he's wearing, toss it to him, and say, "Go find your own pants. I do not care." And I'll walk inside.
If you'd like, I could hunt something for you and skin it and tan it and make you some pants.
Or go find a clothesline, just rip a pair off.
He just shakes his head and walks into the inn.
Zero's gonna look at him and say, "Un momento, por favor." And he's gonna go with that.
Mint may have grown up in the wilds, but Mint knows you could wrap that around like a towel. Don't be an animal. And he just walks in.
Okay. So that's 3 of you that have walked in.
Getting etiquette lessons from Mint. I love it.
I think 4 of us have walked in, right? Is
4 of you
everyone
walking already? Okay.
0
Oh, I
and
wasn't sure if all
Kieran.
4 of you had walked in or not. So
Kieran's gonna look at Zero, going like, "Come on, man, help me out."
Zero went in the tavern, brother.
Oh, you already walked in. So wait,
You
so
already
who's still
walked in.
standing outside then?
He did say he'd be back though.
So who's still standing outside then? If only 4 went in, that means there has to be one other person with me.
I think everyone went inside actually.
Okay. Well, at that point, Will, do I see a clothesline with a pair of pants that could possibly fit me?
you can in the rain.
Yes. I don't care if they're wet. At least I can be covered.
Okay. You can roll a perception. Let's see what you see.
21.
Yeah, you can
God, that roll
see.
high.
I mean, you don't necessarily see clothing, like clothes on a line, but you do see some like some, like burlap sacks.
But no actual pair of pants.
No actual pants. Because it's raining, no one has their clothes out on a line.
Fair. I mean, beggars can't. Okay. Like,
So off
he's
to
going
the
to take the
side
cloak.
of off to the side of the tavern, you can see what look like sort of like empty burlap bags, sort of stacked.
Yeah, at that point, he's going to take the cloak that Bellinor gave us. Go ahead and like wrap it up into like a toga.
Okay.
I guess. I mean, at that point.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. So you wrap it kind of around your waist and you go inside. Okay. So as you all go inside, you step through the door, and there are several people there. It's not hugely crowded, but there's a good amount. And there's like talking and sort of laughing, and there is some music playing. Someone's in the corner sort of playing a mandolin type instrument. And then the minute you open the door and you walk in, the place goes silent. And everybody turns and looks at you. Now, the people of Duskmire are sort of people of the earth. They are like rough. They're farmers and loggers, and there aren't any, there are no soft folks here. These people are very much like working people, and they are rough looking. You guys look like pretty boys and girls to them. So they literally stop and just stare at you. I mean, it's like quiet. All you hear is the tippy tap of the rain as it hits the roof and sort of falls to the ground. But like inside is completely quiet. What do you do?
Oh, sorry.
Here, man, just excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Excuse me. He's like tapping his moving his way into the space towards whatever looks like the bar.
Okay, yeah, it's towards the back. As you enter, you have to go like all the way across all the tables.
He'll even pause and because he'll stop, not realizing that the room is looking at them, and he'll turn to look at what they're looking at for a second, as if he's looking with the crowd, not understanding what's going on at all.
Okay. And they literally just watch you, like, not all of them, but a good portion of them, the ones that you're walking, they just watch you walk to the bar. Completely quiet. They don't say a word. I mean, you can't even hear a breath in this place right now. So Mint's gone to the bar. What are the rest of you?
I'm looking to see if there's like a laboratory or like an outhouse or something.
A laboratory or an outhouse?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Do you ask somebody for one, or you're looking for one?
Well, I'm looking to see if there's something evident initially.
Yeah, I get just with a passive, you can see that you don't see anything that looks like a privy. Not inside the building, anyway.
Out of curiosity, like, how well is the guy playing who's playing the?
Well, he's not playing at all right now.
Well, I mean, okay. I mean, when we entered, like, how good is it sound still?
It sounded okay.
Okay.
I mean, it was okay. I mean, it's probably not to your standard, but it's
Yeah.
you know.
No, I'm saying about personal bargaining chips to get close
Sort
again.
of, like think of it like Southern banjo or something like that.
Is he playing like hot cross buns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. What else?
I think Varric is gonna follow Mint to the bar, and then he sees Mint look back. He's gonna look also with him and be like, "Oh, they must be looking at Kieran wearing a burlap sack."
No, yeah, I'm not using the sack. I use the cloak Balnor toss me.
They must be looking at Kieran.
Okay. So, Varric, you head to the bar. I need you to do a dexterity saving throw for me. As you're a massive thing walking through here. Oh, God. So, as you're walking through here, it's like a bull in a china shop. I mean, you're like trying to like work your way between people who are sitting at the tables, but you keep like hitting them and like kind of knocking them over, and they're just watching you walk by them completely quiet, just with wide eyes. And you sort of knock a few people out of the way as you eventually get to the bar. But there wasn't a single person in your wake that you didn't like hit in some way or another.
They're trying to dodge one person, run into another, like, separate two people, walk between them.
Yeah. It's just keep running into people. It's like, it's when you're trying, like when you're trying to be out of the way, but everything you do puts you in the way more. That's Varric right now.
Out of curiosity, how high is the ceiling from the floor?
In the tavern place, it's pretty steep.
Okay.
You don't have to bend over or anything.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's high enough for you. I mean, you could probably reach up and hit like the lighting fixtures, the candle fixtures, but you won't hit your head or anything.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to the bar. What about the others? What about the four others of you? Oh, Zero, what were you doing? You were looking for a privy. Did you want to go look for one? Or
Yes, I would.
Okay. You can roll either investigation or perception.
Let's do perception.
Okay, 11. You don't see like a water closet in this sort of establishment, but you do see a sign towards the back. What languages do you speak?
That's a great question. I'm not sure that's in this character sheet on here. It's not. I'm gonna have to refer back to D&D Beyond. So if you want to come back to me, I'll have an answer for you in a minute.
Okay, cool. Interesting.
Is there an empty table?
Hearing myself. Yeah, there are like vacant tables.
I will go find the most remote table I can get to
Okay.
and sit down.
All right.
It's in the middle of the room.
Yeah. Roll me a d6.
Let's see. How do I do that?
There's a die icon in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Oh, hey, welcome, Raiders. Sorry, we're having some weird sound issues, but welcome.
3.
Okay. So as you're looking and scanning the room, you do see a couple of empty tables. It's going to require you to get very close and personal with people to get to them.
Ah, damn it. I will go stand by the wall.
Okay, like by the front door. That's probably
yeah.
the only place you're going to be able to stand at the wall. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you go to the wall, and you're standing at the wall. And okay. What about who else we got? Bellinor.
Bellinor, as he walks in and sees everyone kind of disperse and push through the crowds and everything, he's just going to step in and just look at everyone staring at him. Well, if you're going to stay, at least buy me a drink.
Okay.
He's just going to stand there and stare back at him, just expectingly.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Let's see if you persuade anyone to buy you a drink.
23.
Why, yes, you do. As you say that, a rather younger person steps forward, who looks like they could be like wait staff, like either a waiter or something of that nature, and says in a sort of like hesitant voice, it's like, what can I get you?
I'm not picky anything that'll get me drunk.
Oh, okay. All right. And then they kind of make their way through to the bar. Do you just stand there, or are you gonna go and?
I mean, yeah, he'll kind of like, he'll almost just stand there and just wait for people to step out of his way as he makes his way to an open table. Just, he doesn't move anyone, but just kind of steps forward every time and just kind of waits for people to take steps back for him to step in between them.
Okay. So as you're sort of meandering your way through, I mean, people are just like looking at you, and again, it's still very quiet. It's then every once in a while you'll see people sort of like whisper to each other as they're looking at you, kind of all of you. But you get to the bar.
I mean,
oh, that's good. Because you'll notice there's a sign and zero. You'll notice there's a sign in the back. Looks like hastily made. Like someone like just took a knife and sort of etched into a piece of wood and stuck it over the door. And it says in Draconic. It's in a couple of different languages, but one of the ones that you recognize is Draconic, and it says privies.
You will head out there.
Okay. All right. So when you go through it's sort of an archway, and you go through down like a short hallway, and then there's a door at the end of the hallway. When you open the door, you're out back of the tavern, and it's rainy and muddy and gross, and you see these 3 little outhouses.
Are any of them occupied?
It looks like the middle one is, but the other 2 are not.
All right, you can come back around me.
Okay. Okay. So we're at the bar. So Mint and Varric. Oh, I forgot. What's Kieran doing?
So Kieran, has a person started playing music again, or is everyone still just like staring
No,
at her?
everyone's still quiet.
Okay, just double checking. I'm gonna waltz up to the bar with the others.
Okay.
And just sit down if there's an empty seat. If not, I'll just stand and lean against the bar.
Okay. Yeah. There's No, there are no empty seats, so you
Yeah,
can stand
so
and
no
do the bar.
standing.
You guys are at the bar, and the bartender is there. He's just standing there, just looking at you. And you hear, and he kind of goes, "So, what can I get you, strangers?"
Meat and mead.
Okay.
Mint would also like meat and mead.
Okay. What about you? As he looks at Kieran.
It's like, I'm fine at the moment, though. It'd be interesting to see how skilled your minstrel is over there.
And he like looks, he's like,
Not minstrel, but that's not the term I meant to use, because I know the place would not be minstrel. Like, see how your musician there is the actual term you'd say. So minstrel would be for like the fancy towns.
Yeah. Well, when you say that, he just sort of starts, he actually starts to laugh a little bit. Sort of like, he's like, musician, that's Fred. he's
I didn't know his name. What else should I call him?
He's no musician. So you're gonna, if you're wanting good music, this is not the place for it.
Well, if that's the case, what could I get if I actually performed for y'all? As my lute's literally still on my back.
Like, we don't. I mean, do you want us to pay you to play? Is that what you want? I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
can't just get up there and play. I mean, we don't really. I mean, is there something you want? I mean, he's like completely like being like sincere.
Yeah.
He's just like,
yeah.
I have no
Yeah,
idea
that-
what the.
Wait,
what
well-
you're talking about.
We inadvertently had to go through the swamp versus the road to get here, and my clothes got a little too tattered. So, can you get me a fresh set of clothes, or at least as fresh as can be.
He looks at you.
'Cause I'm literally in a toga, pretty much.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I mean, we could probably, I'm sure we could find something for you, but we could just do that with, I mean, you don't have to play for that. I mean, we don't want you walking around in your skin getting death of the cold.
Oh, you'll give me. I'll gladly just take it then.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, we'll get you some clothes. He's like, and he reaches over to, or not reaches, but he leans over to one of his sort of barbacks, and says, get this man some clothes. And he's like, okay, yes, okay. And he goes off.
Yeah.
And he brings out meat and mead for the other two.
Yeah. And then question just out of here. So was this just a bar or was this a tavern? Like as we walked up to it, just for recollection.
It's a tavern inn. Like those,
Okay.
like places.
So there'll
upstairs.
easily be a room for me to go in and change real quick once the clothes get.
Yeah. You have there's a room that you can change in.
Yeah, that's what I want to make sure. Like if I had to look for one or not.
No. He'll be like, you can change in the back room.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So okay. So then the barkeep sort of like rings a bell, like a handbell. And he goes, "All right, everybody, get back to it. We're good." And then immediately the place goes back to normal. People talking, having a good time, just chilling. Like the guy starts playing again, as if nothing happened.
Varric, shall we see how much meat we can eat tonight?
Meat and mead. Varric holds up like the cup of mead, and he's like, you see a small tear form in his eye. He's like, I used to drink so many of these, so small. Although, like, he's holding it like this though, this forefinger and thumb. He goes to give you a cheers.
Mint is definitely like two-handing the cup.
And he's gonna say that's Dusking mead. You're gonna really like that.
He shakes it like a shot.
Yeah, and takes a big gulp.
Out of curiosity, would Kieran have heard that mead from his travels, like just any of the bars he went to?
You can roll a history check and see. The other two who drank it, roll your not a con save, just a regular Constitution roll.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, Dusking mead is you recognize it as being some pretty stout stuff.
Okay.
Like it'll put hair on your chest, basically.
Well, for me, probably because
Yeah. So all right, so
And
Varric, a
painful.
13. You shoot this little bit, and for a brief moment, it like it kind of takes over your body for a second. Sort of like, and then you kind of settle back in. It's like, oof.
Eleanor, this
Okay.
stuff is way better than your mead.
Mint, probably because of your small size, it just makes you happy and giddy and not belligerently so, but just a sort of like a free spirit. So not to the point where you're like taking your clothes off. Just a sort of like, I love everybody. It's like, come here, let me give you.
The bar.
give
You
you
know
a
what?
hug.
I like you, and I like you. How do you question? Sorry. How do you roll it to where it uses your like? I noticed where he rolled it.
Oh, yeah. So for that, Christian, bottom left, you see where it says action, spell, skills, equipment.
Yes.
Go under skills,
Okay.
and then like where you did Constitution, I'll do mine for you. You click on it, it'll tell you to see if you want to do a check or a save. Click on whichever one you want to do, and then it'll add the appropriate modifier.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Mint's busy just telling everyone he likes them.
In response to Varric's comment, Eleanor will pat him on the back. I'm assuming he got his drink by now.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take a sip of his drink and be, just no, I don't pride myself on my meat. I make the finer things in life. That's what's worthwhile, not that shit.
Nice.
No, you could tell a lot about somebody by how they treat their cheaper drinks. The way you treat your mead just speaks volumes.
I love mead.
Out of curiosity, do I see any reactions to the Bellinor's comment about the mead from like either people around us or the barkeep?
Roll a perception check and see.
Alright. Because I'm just like, okay, do I need to talk us out of some shit? 21?
You don't see any like at first you kind of see like people sort of go, and the bartender is like, dude, and then all of a sudden everyone just starts laughing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for mead. It's like give or take. Some people hate it, some people love it. We also have like a variety of like whiskeys. So,
Well, seeing that everyone's kind of chill about the comic, Kieran's going to look at Bellinor and go like, hey, wants to, because I know you have someone, give them a sample of your dragon's milk.
You could come back and make it if you wanted to. You can come behind.
I don't just give that away. That's, I mean, if you're asking me to give away one of my most prized possessions, just
I didn't say teach them how to make it. I just said let them sample.
again, you're asking. A sample will do a lot. I mean, sample's worth a lot.
I'm not saying for the whole bar, at least the bartender, or are you afraid it won't measure up to their drinks?
You wimp.
He'll swallow the rest of what he's got in his drink, and then he'll spit in Kieran's face.
Oh,
And he will walk out of the bar and walk out of the tavern and start looking for a bathhouse.
I was next to Varric, so I'm pretty sure Varric got some of that too.
you guys can roll dexterity and let's see how much of it got on you.
Good thing I didn't get changed yet. Check or save?
Save. Sorry.
No, you're good. Just figure out double check. 12 for me.
That's a 6.
And so, Kieran, he spits. You're able to go, ooh, and you get a little bit on your shoulder, but most of it goes onto Varric.
I just imagine like I dip behind Varric.
Yeah,
That's why.
And you kind of catch it right on the side of the face. It's about an inch or so away from your mouth.
Sorry, Dick.
Well, considering what I was covered in earlier, this is an improvement.
This is an improvement.
It has been a real shitty day for you still, hasn't it?
But let that rain wash it away. So, all right. So Bellinor goes outside to look for a bathhouse. Okay. So, Willow, you're at the back you're in the front by the door. You see Bellinor just like bolt out the door.
Is there any way to get to a table now?
Not without bumping into people. I mean, it's not a very big place.
Okay. Is
So
there?
the tables that are empty are the ones that are closer to like the fireplace, which would be like where you're at to your right, kind of diagonally. And there's like a good 4 or 5 tables between you and it. It's like landmines.
Yeah. Did I notice a stable outside?
Not near the tavern.
Dang it. uh,
That has to be skin contact, right? Is out of character.
yeah.
What? Yeah.
Okay, so does Varric clock that she's having trouble trying to find a place to sit?
Actually, the question I had on that part is
roll perception to see. Go ahead.
The question I had about that for Will's bit is it like just any skin contact, or does it have to be like handshake type stuff anyway?
It's any skin, I believe.
Yeah, it's like skin on skin. Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I was always confused in that part. So I was kind of just curious.
No, like
Just
if her bare shoulder touched somebody else's skin, it would
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Until like later, anyway. But yeah, at the
Like
moment,
it's
skin on skin. It doesn't matter what it is. Varric, you do see that Willow is having issues.
He's going to take his vest, which on him is like a pretty normal size, but for someone Willow's size, it'd be like with holes in the
like a
sides, it'd be
cloak.
basically a cloak. He's going to take it, kind of ball it up, and toss it to her.
Oh, okay.
So now, Varric, you're all bare chested in here?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. So this massive vest comes flying at you. It lands on you, like.
So I will wrap that around me as best I can
Okay.
and try to nonchalantly, without bumping into anybody, get to the empty tables by the fireplace.
Okay. You can roll dexterity saves. Let's see what you got. Okay, good. Yeah. So you're able to maneuver your way through the landmines without touching anyone's skin to skin.
Okay, and then I'll get to a table and sit. Thank God. Back to the wall.
Cool. All right. So Bellinor, actually Zero, you're out back. What's going on with you? What you doing looking at privies?
I was still muted. So, the one that's currently occupied.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine these are kind of crumbly built.
Oh yeah.
houses.
I mean, like
Gap at the top and the bottom of the door.
Yeah. There's
He
probably
fixed it.
all manner of rain getting in there. Oh, yeah, it's not good.
So, seeing that one is occupied, because Zero knows nothing about what's happened inside,
Right.
picks up a few pebbles off the ground and flicks a couple through the top of the occupied.
Okay.
And then-
Sure.
Well, first of all, what kind of response do we get from that?
You hear someone go, "Hey, who's out there?"
I'm gonna flick a third one, and then I'd like to roll sleight of hand to see if I can, while they're looking up, like what the hell's going on,
Right.
steal his pants.
Okay. Absolutely. Go for it. Roll.
Is sleight of hand appropriate?
Yeah, absolutely.
17.
Yeah. You're able to slip them right off.
And then I'm just gonna book straight back into the tavern and go straight to Kieran.
Mhm. Okay. So, Kieran, Zero comes to you with a pair of
I present
I was
you
gonna say, did the other guy come up with the clothes that they were bringing me to yet?
Not yet.
Okay, no, that's what I know. Sorry, so I'm like, oh, you're kind of a little late there. They're bringing me a full set of clothes.
He looks a little disappointed.
Aw.
He turns around and he hands them to Varric.
Now, he'll still tell Zero how appreciative he is of it. He'll be like, hey, at least you tried. I appreciate it. At least, it's not like, Barrack here where he just waltzed in.
Yeah, so now Zero's presenting them to Varric.
Okay, so Zero presents you a pair of pants, Eric.
Oh, God, let's hope the dude doesn't run in here.
So Varric, he's gonna take the pants from him and be just like, where did you get these?
Zero's not going to answer. He's going to go over to the bar.
Not hearing an answer, Kieran's going to go over to the side of the bar with Zero. He's like, yeah, let me get away from this. I'm pretty sure I know this is going.
I think he's just gonna take the. I'm assuming there's bar stools up in front of the bar.
There are none available.
They're not
They're all
available.
full of people, yeah. Well, you're sitting
Okay.
on one, but
He's gonna take them and kind of fold them in half and just flop them over his shoulder and keep drinking his tiny meats.
okay. So, all right. So you've got this rather wet pair of pants strewn over your shoulder. Okay. Cool. So, all right. So, Kieran, you have moved over to Zero, where Zero's at. So, what are you guys doing over there? And Bellinor, I'm coming to you next.
Well, I'm going to whisper to Zero now, because I'm assuming on this side of the bar, we're probably out of earshot of Varric.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to be like, okay, so where did you actually get that pair of pants?
He's just going to kind of look at him sheepishly and shrug.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to like, okay.
You're welcome to roll insight.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I don't need a roll to know what you meant by that. Because I was going to do the whole, time I was going, okay, I see you. Kind of like I remember the scene from Two Towers Extended Edition when Pippin does the same to Mary about the smoking weed they found.
Oh yeah.
You're like, oh, I got you.
All right. So you guys are at the end. All right. So
Then just wait for my clothes now.
yeah. All right. So Bellinor, you're outside in the rain, looking for a bathhouse. So you're trudging on the roads, or what I guess if that's what you want to call them. They're really just sort of dirt paths, now mud paths. Water's running down them, and so he's getting pretty muddy, pretty wet. The rain, of course, is falling, so he's soaked to the bone. Roll perception for me. Okay. As you're walking, and the fog is sort of heavy, and the rain, it's just miserable. But you do see a sign hanging over a door that looks like a bathtub.
I will immediately is there like any windows or anything that I can peek inside?
Yeah,
I'll
absolutely.
take a look in the windows, see what's up.
When you look inside, you can see like herbs and like things that you can put in a bath. Sort of
Okay.
like bathing stuff.
I will walk in.
Okay.
Big
You
smile.
walk in, and it's not a huge place, but it's probably probably a third of the size of the tavern. Um, and the front room, it's sort of a little counter there. Um, and there's a little old lady there, and she's got little jars of like different herbs and spices and things of that. And she's like, "Oh, hello, you! Oh, look at you! You're soaked to the bone. What can I
Yeah.
do for you?"
Is this a bathhouse? Can I take a warm bath here?
"Oh, absolutely."
Right, and would you be so kind to wash my clothes as I do so? I mean,
Oh,
and is
of
there any way I
course.
can get a drink around here?
Certainly. Yeah, come with me. And she leads you to the back. And in the back are these like large tubs. There's like they're sort of in a row. And there's like a nice curtain in between each. Each one has like a little table next to it, and I mean it's nothing fancy, but it'll do. It'll do.
And what is it that I can do for you to pay for all this?
Oh, it's okay. We'll talk that afterwards. Don't worry, it's not much. We'll just trade something here or there.
Great.
Whatever you got, we'll make a trade.
Perfect. I thank you. I appreciate it. If you see any people that don't look like they don't belong here, make sure they don't get baths, at least not till I'm done. I just can't be seen with them right now.
Okay, dearie. If you'll just, and she takes you to one of the stalls, sort of areas, and she's like, if you just, when you disrobe, put your dirty clothes here,
He
and
has
someone
no
will come and
shame.
take them and wash them for
He
you.
undresses just right here and just gets in the bath. He has no shame. It's-
Okay. So you get in the bath, and the bath has already got like sort of like scented water in it, and it's warm. So it's not. So it immediately warms your body up from being in the cold air. And then another sort of like younger woman comes in with various bottles and begins to sprinkle things into the water, turning the waters different, these sort of rainbow style colors, and the smells are very exotic, and they just sort of relax you and they make you feel good. And then they bring you some what looks like wine, and they put it on the table with a glass. And the older lady comes in and she's like, "Just rest there, my child, and we'll have your clothes ready for you in no time at all."
I appreciate this greatly. This is much needed.
Okay. And then they just sort of leave you to it. And the lights, there's candles, and so the lights are dim, and it's completely quiet. You can hear the rain hitting the roof, and it sort of lulls you to relax. Okay? All right, Mint. So you're eating and eating and eating and eating and eating. They just keep bringing you more and more, just constantly. So what are you doing?
Well, he's after paying compliments to everyone who's around him. Um, he is. I mean, um, I guess I'll do a perception check to see if he or a perception to see if he notices anything entertaining.
Okay.
Since he's in a kind of jovial mood.
Okay.
So, or do I just do normal perception, not a
Yeah,
check?
just do a perception check.
Which would be view or okay, click check. All right, there we go.
What did you get? Sorry,
So we got a 16.
16. So as you're scanning the room, you see people sort of just more socializing than anything else. Um, uh, But over in sort of like if you turn from the bar to your right, kind of back in the corner, you see a group of men and women playing some kind of game.
Mint will definitely just get up and grab like a handful of meat, like I guess tucked under his arm. He'll just like waddle over there, trying to hold it all and eat same time.
Okay. So when you get over there, you see that they're playing like a game that kind of looks like dominoes. But instead of like numbers on the tiles, there are like symbols. Um, it's very similar to like a domino game. Each person has a number of tiles in their hands. Um, they have about 5 in each hand each time, and then there's a discard or a pile that they would pull from once they discard or they put down. Um, and they're older. They're sort of older folks, but they're having a great time. They're laughing and just carrying on, and they'll see you, and they kind of stop and they look.
Can Mint join?
Absolutely, young one. Pull up a chair, and they're gonna
Like,
go grab a chair for you, and they're gonna pull it up for you.
like kicks his legs as he gets on the chair and sits down.
And then kind of they take all the tiles and they put them in a large red sort of sack and they shake them up. And each person reaches in and grabs 5. And then on the tiles you have rooms, monsters, treasure, traps, and portals. Symbols for all of those. And it's just like in dominoes. Like rooms go to rooms, monsters to monsters. Um, treasure can be placed next to a room or another treasure. Traps can be placed next to any tile, and they activate immediately, so you can actually trap other players. So monsters. So this is sort of like the action upon placement. So I'm going to give you. They're telling. This is what they're telling you. They're like, okay, we're going to tell you how to play the game. So when you place a monster tile, it's basically if you connect a monster tile, what you'll do is you'll roll a d20. 10 or better defeats the monster. The tiles, and if it's just placed normally, and then you roll under 10, means you lose 1 hit point and skip your turn. So each player has a set number of hit points. Treasure, when treasure tile is placed, the player rolls a d6. The result is the number of treasure points they collect. Traps, if a player places a trap, they lose 1 hit point immediately unless they have a trap disarm token. And then portals allow a player to teleport a tile from their hand to another part of the table setup bypassing like natural placement rules. Of course, you draw a tile every time you play a tile. You always have to have 5 tiles in your hand. Now there are some special tiles. There are key tiles. There are healing rooms, and there are boss tiles. So, and the way to win the game is you basically play until there are no more tiles left to draw, or unless they have a predetermined time limit. But usually it's until all tiles are used. Then you add up all your treasure points, and the person with the most treasure points wins. In the event of a tie, the player with the most hit points remaining wins. So yeah.
Mint just like gleefully just says excellent and just kind of looks at his hand and tries to make sense of it.
Okay, cool. And we'll do some rolls to see how well you're doing. So, all right, so we'll let you play for a little bit. So, Willow, you're over in the corner, or you're back against the wall. What are you doing?
Has anyone come to see if I want a drink?
No, not yet. You're kind of out. You're kind of like hidden because you're over by the fireplace where no one's sitting.
Well, at least it's warm.
That is true. It is warm. It's very, very warm. You'll have to like wave to get someone's attention because you're so
Okay.
far kind of cornered. Okay, so as you wave, someone will see you and they'll come to you. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't see you here. What can I get for you?
That's
Here's a
quite all
menu,
right.
and they throw a
Do you
menu
have
down.
any- Yes. Do you have anything warm to drink?
Certainly, we've got tea. We've got hot tea. We've also got warm mead. We've got mulled wine. We've got a sort of hot, almost like a hot toddy type of drink.
I think hot tea would be perfect.
Okay. And she says, all right, I'll be right back. And she goes to get your tea.
Yeah.
It's not very long, and she comes back and she brings you a cup with what looks like a board or a piece of wood with 4 little jars on it, and a teapot, and a little device for putting tea in to infuse your tea. And there's 4
Right.
different flavors of tea, basically. So you can
Awesome.
take your pick.
I will.
Okay. And they're like, if you need anything else, just let me know.
I'm just as happy as can be now.
And then she'll walk away. Okay. So Varric,
Bring it on.
as you're sitting at the bar, what are you doing?
I think he sees Mint kind of full arm toddle over and start playing the game. He's gonna try to like relax for the first time in a while. Kind of like sink into the. He's gonna sit on the chair as gingerly as possible without breaking it, and kind of rest his arms on the counter, drinking his
Okay.
tiny little meads.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Kieran and Zero, you guys are still at the end of the bar. What are y'all doing?
Is anyone? So we're at the end of the bar. There's no one sitting next to us.
No, there are people sitting next to you.
Do they have drinks?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh no. Oh
when
no.
they aren't looking, Zero's just gonna like take a little sip out of one of theirs. He has no money.
Well, no one has money.
Okay, so you're going to sleight of hand and drink out of their cup?
If you'll allow it.
Absolutely, I'll allow it.
Oh, please roll high. Oh, thank you, Jesus.
18.
Okay, let me roll my mine for them.
Oh, thank the gods. Never mind.
Ooh.
I take that back.
So the lady sitting next to you, when you go to take a sip from her drink, she looks at you with this look of, I'm sorry, that's not yours. And she like reaches over and pulls it back to her.
Oh, my mistake.
And she like takes her drink, gets up, and walks away.
Oh, that could have been a lot worse.
He slides into her seat.
Okay, now you're sitting next to a rather stout man.
He looks up and then slides back the other direction.
Oh, if Zero wants it down, I definitely will. I'm still waiting for that guy to come back from the back.
He was
Yeah,
like,
I'll sit
I'll
down.
just get the next. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah. All right, so everyone's sort of settling in. Mint, you can roll me a performance check. Oh, if you're, I don't know if he's back. Is he back? Didn't he leave? No, it was. Sorry, it was Karen that stepped away.
Okay. Performance. Check. All right.
Damn. So Mint is a natural at this game. He picked up those rules real quick, and is just playing like he's been playing forever.
It's like, and now I summon the Demon Lord.
They're like, they look at you like, no, that's not this game.
Oh.
But it is good. But here, you can fight this boss, and then one of the persons throws a boss tile down at you, connecting to you. So now you get to fight a boss. And let's see, what was the roll for that? All right, we both had to roll a d20. The lowest roller loses 2 hit points.
Just a flat 20.
Yeah, just a regular d20.
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god.
Boom.
Oh,
So you lose 2 hit points. Your character loses 2 hit points.
The
He's like, it's okay. You're new. It's okay.
let me at him.
Don't worry, it'll be your turn again.
And he'll just, kind of take a big bite out of meat.
Okay. Okay, so everyone is sort of chilling, and it seems to be the evening seems to be going pretty well, or I guess what you could call evening. You don't really know what time of day it is because it's always dusky here. You never really know if it's nighttime, daytime. When is it exactly? But as time kind of goes on, you guys sort of relax and everybody roll perception for me.
Does that include me?
Yeah, you as well.
hey, 18.
19 for me.
16.
3.
You're just having too much fun with your beer there, Barrick.
Meat and mead. That's all he needs to be happy.
Okay. So anyone who rolled over 10, eventually you notice that the rain has stopped. If you didn't roll over a 10, you're just oblivious to it. But anyone over 10 will have noticed that the rain has stopped finally. So, and when the rain stops, you see the bartender goes and he begins ringing this bell. And you see everybody in the place stand up and leave.
I'm going to wave the bartender down.
You're gonna what?
I want to wave him down, like, hey, come here.
Okay. Well, he's right there. I mean.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what's at the counter the bell was on.
No,
so.
it's right in the center of it, but you're close
Oh,
enough
okay.
to talk to him.
Yeah, I was like, so what's that all about?
It's the dusk hour. It's time to go.
Care to elaborate for those of us that are from out of town?
And he's just gonna look at you like, how do you not know what dusk hour is? It's like, okay, it's a really bad time. There are things in the fog. The fog is rolling in. It's time to go home. Time to leave. I'm shutting the place down.
Okay. Can we at least take the rooms that are here?
They're full.
Yeah, of course.
And there's an older gentleman walks up to Kieran because for some reason he thinks Kieran's in charge or something. And he goes, "So you and your compatriots here, your friends, are you adventurers?"
Who'd you say you went up to? Sorry.
You, to
Okay.
Kieran.
I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, big guy over there did kill a dragonborn. As he points to Varric, who's probably just still like facing
Lounging.
there.
And Varric is kind of wobbling back and forth, just going meat and mead, meat and mead.
And then he'll point to Mint, who was playing the board game, like, and that one, you know, somehow became the leader of a group of lizard folk.
Ah,
You hear Mint just shout Demon Lord again, like he's not.
Demon Lord.
Lord!
Yeah, and meant the older people that are with you are like, "Oh, good job, good job." They're like saying, "Well done, well done." And as they're gathering up their tiles, I was like, "All right, well, we got to go, and hopefully you have a safe night." And they leave. And the person talking to Kieran, because now only you guys are left in the tavern. Bellinor, the older lady, comes to you and says, "Okay, and you've been soaking for a while, so you're good." And then she brings your clothes, and she's like, "Okay." She's like, "Unfortunately, we have to shut everything down, so you'll have to go. Hopefully you had a good bath, and you're clean. Your clothes are completely clean and pressed, and everything ready for you to put back on. But we do need to ask you to go because it's dusk hour."
What does that mean?
It means we all must go home and prepare ourselves for the night. You're not from here. You're gonna need to find a place to stay.
Do you know of anywhere?
The Tavern Inn is the only place that would have spare rooms, if they have any at all.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm sure I'll probably be back before we leave.
Of course. And she's sort of like ushering you out rather quickly. It's like, so you've got your clothes, and she lets you get dressed, and then she'll hand you a little bag of herbs and such to use if you bathe anywhere else. She's like, "Yeah, this will make the water clean and nice for you." So
Thank you. I'll see you. What was your name?
my name is Bella.
Nice to meet you, Bella. I'm Bellinor.
Nice to meet you. Hey, so you must go now. As she pushes you out the door, basically. And as the door's closing, you'll hear her say, "I hope you survive the night." Click. And you see her lock the door, the shades draw, the lights go out. I mean, it's
I ain't on this at all.
genius.
Also, Lisa, you got hit with the red hawthorn.
So you got to work that dragon. Daddy says, "Hey," into your conversation. So, all right. So, Bellinor, you're on your way back to the tavern, I'm assuming. Okay. So everybody else in the tavern. So the bartender or the barkeep, the tavern owner, is sort of like, "Okay." And you see he's like turning lights off. He's like snuffing out candles. He's like, "Okay."
I'm gonna say, like, where's the guy who's supposed to be bringing me clothes? Because I'm still, motioning.
And they'll be like, "Oh, here you go," and then they literally like push it into your lap. They're like, "Here you go. All right, you can go now." And as you guys are there, you'll see this guy run through the bar with no pants on. And he's like, "Oh, I don't know what's going on back there, but my pants just disappeared in your privy. So if you find a pair of pants laying around, it's mine. I'll see you tomorrow." Out the door he goes. So now it's just all of you left inside, and you see them. The bar, the waiters, they're like packing their shit and getting out. They go over and they douse the fire.
Hey!
Nope, gotta go.
Dragon Daddy says hey! I
Well,
was
I'm glad he
enjoying that.
does. I'm glad Dragon Daddy says, "Hey," but now you have to leave. So hey, there's the door. As they're putting the fire out, it's like putting it all out, snuffing out, blowing out candles. I mean, it's getting really dark in here now.
I was like, Kieran's going to step into the back room real quick while there's still a little light just to change at least.
Okay, what's everybody else doing at this point?
Well, what is happening here? Because I've been just zenning with my tea. I have not been paying attention to anything.
And your tea was delicious, by the way.
It was.
It's like, apparently, when it gets dark out, everyone goes home and they're kicking us out. Supposedly, I don't know, there's something out there at night, and there's no rooms for us here, so I don't know.
And let me guess, it likes to eat people.
So the one guy is still there, and he's like, "Well, if you guys can help us out and take care of our problem, then maybe we can help you out getting where you need to go. We've been dealing with this problem for a long time.
I mean, what's the problem? No one's really said anything.
We don't know. All we know is there's something in the fog.
What happens in the fog?
People disappear.
Eaten me. Eaten me. Eaten me.
But we kind of see them sometimes, like they're there, but not really. All we know is it's not pretty. It's not fun. It sounds painful, actually, but none of us are able
And
to.
it didn't occur to you to tell us this before dusk?
Well, we are. It's not dusk yet. It's dusk. It's dusk hour, meaning that it's beginning to be dusk.
Is there anywhere in town where we can get a room?
Yeah, I mean, you can go door to door. I mean, someone might have a spare room.
Is there a stable?
Well, of course, there are stables. They're not safe, but there are stables.
Do the horses ever go missing?
Sometimes.
Ah.
Out of curiosity, highly doubt it, but Kieran would Kieran have heard about this kind of stuff in his travels? Like, more likely, like, very, like, it'd be, like, real rumor type stuff still, I know.
You can do a history check to see if you've heard anything.
Nat 20!
Yeah, Dusk Hour. You've read about Dusk Hour.
Yeah.
Like an old tome. Dusk Hour is like, and it only happens in this town.
Okay.
This one town was cursed millennia ago, and basically the undead come to town at dusk.
Okay, does it say who cursed the town in those tomes, or is that something I may not recall? Just because
No, it doesn't. It doesn't know. Like it, you don't ever recall it saying someone specifically.
Okay. Yeah, just that someone or something did the curse. Got it.
Yeah. It just said that the Duskmire is cursed.
Okay. Yeah, so after hearing the description there a bit, it's gonna, click for Kieran. He'll, relay that to everyone. Like, yeah, so this might be a case where we might have to be finding some deados.
Find some what?
The undead. Apparently someone I remember reading this a long time ago, which is probably why I didn't click in my head. But apparently the dead like to rise in the fog.
When you say the dead, you mean like the dead, like
yes, as in flesh falling off the bones, organs missing, or just barely hanging on, maybe an actual limb or two gone.
That sounds like that'd be an easy person to beat. You can get up and start walking towards the door.
I can use my divine sense to help locate them while you beat them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barrick?
What?
Undead does not mean singular. It means plural.
Okay.
You know what?
I can use my divine sense to locate them while you beat all of them.
You may be strong, but you're still one person.
We also have a person who could breathe fire. We have a person who is knack with spells. She's kind of stumbling a little bit. It's like we have a person who's stealthy as heck, and we have a person who likes to get naked.
So with him slurring and stumbling, I'm gonna go like, all right, real quick, Barrick, how many fingers am I holding up? And I'm gonna hold up my hand just like this.
Can I do a perception check?
Yep.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
I kind of figured. That's a 7.
Roll me a d10.
Oh god.
Hey!
10.
10. You see 10 fingers.
You're holding up. You got a lot of fingers, man. You got 10 on one hand.
So when I hear Barrick, I just want to walk up to him. I was going to give him a little nudge on the shoulder.
Okay.
I was imagining it falling back.
Yeah, do a dexterity saving throw. Varric.
Oh my god.
No, hold on.
No, I got 3.
He falls prone.
You punched hard.
He's like a turtle on its back.
Oh, dang it, this will not count for helping with being drunk, because it's not hit point related.
So while that's happening, Bellinor, you are walking back to the tavern, and as you walk, the fog is getting thicker and thicker and thicker to the point where it's almost impossible to see what's in front of you. Roll a perception check for me. Boom, dirty 20. So as you're walking, you see like shadows moving in the fog. They're very quick. They're sort of tall and slender. And there's a smell of like rotted flesh in the air. And you can hear almost like a wheezing sound, like
Bellinor is just going to pretty much just roll his eyes and start shouting out profanities as he starts speeding up on his way towards the tavern. Pretty much.
Okay. Do an athletics check for me. So the run is it's more of like a brisk walk that you're doing more so than a run, like a mall walk. Think of a mall. So you sort of like put a little bit of a pep in your step. But they seem to be keeping pretty good pace with you. Everybody in the tavern, roll a perception check for me, please.
Also, while they're rolling, did I get any sort of rest during my bath? Because I have 1 hit point.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
19 from... You say 19 or 18?
18.
Oh, okay.
Mint is too busy thinking about the game he just played.
Okay, so let's see. 8. Willow, a dirty 20. Varric, a 10. 0 and 18. Kieran, an 8. Wow.
I should have placed the trap down and then.
That's like he's just thinking out loud.
That's funny. He's talking through the game. That's hilarious. Okay, so those of you who roll over 10 or higher, you will notice that the windows of the tavern, the fog has just gotten thick out there. You don't even have to go outside to see it. It's like thick.
Is
Like
Varric
the whole-
still prone?
No, you've got at this point you've gotten up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can either wait for them to come in here, or we can go out there.
You guys will see shadows go by the windows very quickly. Tall.
Mint is unsure if we have a choice. I don't think we can stay.
I don't think they could kick us out if they wanted to.
In Willow's
The tavern keeper, he's gone. There's
Yeah.
nobody in here but you.
in Willow's own voice, you hear, "Well, we can stay in here," and then ends that sentence right there.
Are you mocking me?
You hear in Willow's voice, "Are you mocking me?"
All right, fine. She's gonna go outside. If she's gonna die, she's gonna meet it head on.
Okay.
Wait.
So
I'm going
What?
to.
as you open the door, you run into Bellinor, who is briskly walking into the door. Do a dexterity saving throw for me, please, Willow.
Oh, son. Oh, I forgot. I muted my mic.
Excellent. So you're able to catch yourself. He boom, and you're able to like stay like, and it's almost like he scares the hell out of you. Because it's just like you open the door and he literally walks through the fog into the doorway. It's like a jump scare, basically.
What?
Um,
What?
I would
So-
say it's nice to
Okay.
see you too, but there's some weird crap going on out there.
Yeah, there's things out there that want to eat us.
Oh, is that what you heard? Oh well, can we hide in here? Is there any rooms available?
No, the barkeep said the rooms are full. As I go and get a bucket of cold water to splash on Bear, because I didn't realize I was muted when I said that earlier.
Oh, okay. So as you guys are talking and chatting about what you're going to do, the front door is open and the fog has rolled into the room.
Close the
All
front
right.
door.
He does
Yeah.
what he was gonna suggest, which is he grabs like the nearest table and starts to drag it over towards the front door and just topple it over.
Okay.
And then he goes to grab another piece of furniture and he's like, "Man, just
Okay, so you're barricading yourselves in.
yeah."
Okay, cool. So, all right, so you're inside. You're all barricaded inside this room, this very small room, where there is fog in the room. And with your previous perceptions, you start to see things out of the corners of your eyes. And the fog in the room, what little fog there is, seems to be getting thicker just by standing in the room.
Bellinor immediately starts unbarricading. It's just like, I would rather have a way to run than be stuck in here. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Someone stop him.
So
Maintain the
how
barricade.
do we kill these things?
So all of you, as the fog is getting thicker, you will hear the wheezing sound that as I need everyone to roll me a D100, please.
Nim just does that like big like wipe of his face, kind of like as he starts unbarricading the tables.
All right, hey, Will.
Yeah.
So I know because there's no D100 on this, we said the first roll would be the 10 slot, the second number would be the 1 slot. What happens if we roll a 10 on the on what would be the one, like the single digit part of it?
That'd be the
I
zero.
guess it would
right?
be like a 1.
1 or okay.
You know, like so yours would be like
So it'd be
91
71 then.
or 71 rather.
Okay.
Yeah, 71, 91,
Okay.
71,
Well then, okay.
92.
92, 50, 51,
I got the same as Cal.
okay, and 96. Okay, so let's see, 97. No, wait, 70. What was it? 91? 96 is the highest. Cool.
Okay.
So, Willow, you get the first glimpse of what you're up against. As in, when you turn to your right, what appears to you is this.
Nice. Nice.
That appears. And out of the fog, it attacks you.
Oh my god!
That was sick.
So,
Like nice knowing Willow, but that looked. Oh shit! I just realized none of us healed from the swamp.
yeah, you guys are all healed.
Oh,
When you came into the town, you healed.
Alright, so she's going to slash at it with her dagger just in self-defense.
Okay, hold on. It's got to attack you first, and then you'll get an attack
Okay.
against it. So let me roll
Okay.
attack first.
yeah. Well, you scared me for a second there, because I was like, wait, none of us took a long rest, so we were also.
No, when you guys came back, when you guys came into the town, you guys like healed up as you were
Yeah.
walking through the swamp.
Oh,
The
okay.
the swamp was actually keeping you guys alive. As you were walking through, you would have gotten back to full health.
Kill.
Give me 1 second. There we go.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let me get this guy.
I just wanted peace and quiet. Have my tea.
Okay, so it's going to slash at you. Sorry, give me a second. Here we go. It has a multi-attack.
Of course
So-
it does.
The claws hit you, obviously, because that's a 25. So for 15 slashing,
Yep.
does the 17 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. And that's 25 damage.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Okay.
And I need you to do a con save for me, please.
I just wanted a cup of tea.
Don't worry.
I literally have 6 hit points.
At the beginning of each of your turns, you'll roll a. If you have taken damage, you'll roll a d6 and you'll get that back.
Oh, phew.
Okay, cool. So you saved. Okay.
Mint has a reaction.
Okay. Sure.
He uses Channel Divinity to activate his, I think we called it Scales of Protection. And so you'll see several dragon-like scales fly out to a number of creatures equal to my charisma modifier, which is, where's that? Can't find it. 4. So 1 will go to Willow. 1 will go to Varric. Then Kieran and 0.
And what does that give us?
So what that's going to give you is, I got to read it again. I'm sorry. So upon witnessing an ally or an innocent get attacked, he can grant the benefit of resistance to the damage type of his choosing. So he's going to choose slashing. So for the next attacks, you guys will get resistance from slashing. I guess Bellinor doesn't really. I mean, Varric doesn't really need that as much, but maybe you should give that to Bellinor. I don't know.
That's up to you.
Well, I already said it, so I'm gonna go with who I said. So
Okay.
yeah, so they're gonna gain resistance to slashing.
Okay, cool. So real quick before we get into the initiative order, Willow, I'm going to let you have a reaction as well, an attack reaction.
Okay. I just swing with my dagger, I guess.
Okay.
See how that works. Use.
Yeah, that hits.
Not sure why it did 2.
I have no idea.
Oh, attack and damage, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're attacking damage at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
3 points of damage.
Hey, that's good. All right. Now we're in the initiative order. So, Mint, you're next.
Okay, he is going to. He sees this thing. So he's gonna grab a stool, and just like behind him, he's just gonna grab for a chair or stool and just and try to whack it with the stool.
Okay.
I don't have my stuff set up for improvised weapons, but I know he gets proficiency to it, so I'm gonna roll the d20.
Okay.
And then I'll add the stuff.
Okay.
So let's see, his strength is a 3, so that's 10. I think they get a +2, or is it +3?
I think it's +2, right? Are you guys at +2 right now? You're level 4, +2.
+2. So then that'll be a 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. So like he bonks it with the chair, and he's just like, bong.
Okay. You see it kind of like smoothly dodge the chair. Okay. What else you got? That it for you? And you're for just for understanding where you are, according to Willow is all the way across the room by the fireplace, and this thing is right next to her. You guys are the two people that are the closest are Bellinor and Kieran. They're about 20 feet away. And then it would be Bellinor and then Mint and then Zero.
Oh, so he can't even melee if he wanted to.
No.
Okay, so can I retract that and just do like an Eldritch Blast?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I can keep the same roll though, and I'll just say it misses. That way, for flavor, it just makes more sense.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so he just fires one off, and it just like.
Okay. Like, dag nabbit, you Eldritch Blast. All right. So then we go to Bellinor. You're up.
Good.
So what you doing?
Hello? Oh.
Hello?
Super fun.
Are you talking? Because if you're talking, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, your mic is up on your headset, so we may not be able to hear you if you're talking.
Nope, we can't hear you.
Not at all.
Your mic is up.
Yeah, your mic is up on your headset if that's what
I
you're
think I just heard him say not at all for a second there.
Oh, I can't hear him at all. So
Well, I could also be hearing someone else too, so.
that's fair. Is your headset muted or your mic muted or I can
Well,
hear you, but it's like
Taryn,
really
Are you using a tail mic or are you using the mic on your headset? Because the mic on your headset, you got it flipped up.
Hello.
I can hear you better.
There, yeah. Now I can hear you.
It's weird. I literally changed
Oh,
nothing.
now I can
Oh,
hear
there
you
you
really
go.
well.
Yeah.
I changed nothing.
Okay, well, it's okay.
Just to clarify, how close did you say it was to it?
You are about 25. You're about 30 feet away.
Okay. Um. Let me see something real quick. Yeah. Okay. I will run up to it, take my battle axe out, and swing at it two-handed.
Okay.
It's an 18 hit.
Yes, it does it.
All right. I will then also use a spell slot to do Divine Smite. Now I have to reread Divine Smite. So many things. It's undead, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 2d8 plus the additional 1d8. So I do an additional 16 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so what's the total? I'm sorry. So 7 and 16?
Yeah, 7 plus 16 is
Okay.
23. And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Sorry, give me 1 second. 23. Okay. All right. Varric, you're next.
I think it's pretty assumed at this point Varric is going to go into a rage.
Okay.
And he is going to use his new feat that he got now that he's level 4 for Great Weapon Master. So he's going to roll at a -5 disadvantage. Well, he's going to roll normally, but he's going to take -5 against his attack. But if it lands, he does 10 more damage on top of the damage dice.
Okay. Just tell me if it hits, tell me the damage.
It did not hit. I rolled a 3.
That did not hit.
Ah, darn it, showing me offline again.
You reminded me we got new level 4 features.
Hey, Nick.
Burners.
After 20 years, I get to have it again. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I
I'm
forgot
hoping
this.
I'm not disappointed that it's as good as I remember.
I forgot this on my turn because we just leveled up and it's a new ability. But as a bonus action on my turn, black goo starts coming out of Bellinor. I'm activating my symbiotic armor. Thank you.
Very cool. Awesome. All right.
It's like a taste of my childhood, Nick.
It's one of my favorites.
Oh my God.
Is that it for you? Bellinor? Okay. All right, let me get his damage in place real quick. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Oh, I see why. There we go. There we are. All right. So Let's see who's next. Willow, you're next.
Do I get to roll a d6?
Yeah, at the
Do I get
beginning
some
of
hit
your
points
turn.
back?
Yep. Yeah, when you take damage at the beginning of each of your turns, you can roll a d6. And that's you get that
Yay.
you get one.
Really? Okay. I'm gonna pull out the quarterstaff and
Okay.
take a swipe at it.
Okay. Well, that hits. Okay.
It's still scrolling for me. I'll take your word for it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got an 18.
Awesome.
Okay. And it takes the blow. It's like, rah.
Oh, good. Does it look like it hurt it?
Yeah. It looks kind of hurt.
Okay. A little help here?
So, Kieran and Zero, you suddenly feel a presence behind you.
Oh, no.
Yay!
As one of these things appears, but this one looks a little different. This one looks bulkier and like stronger. As it's going to swipe at Zero, and it's going to try to bite you, Kieran. So let me roll this.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's
the
gonna
bite is a 10. That misses you,
Oh,
Kieran.
okay.
15, does that hit you, Zero?
Oh yeah, my AC's 14.
So, okay, so that's 9 points slashing damage, which I think you got resistance to it, right? Did
Do what?
Mint give you resistance? I don't remember who Mint gave resistance
I
to.
think everyone except for, unfortunately, Belinar got it.
Okay, so you have a resistance to that slashing.
Okay, so it's what, 5 damage?
Yeah.
All right. Well, out of curiosity, just for later, depending on how bad some rolls are these guys immune to being charmed? If you're able to say, if not, it could be a FAFO moment. I just figured I'd ask.
Yeah, I can't tell you that.
No, that's fine. That's means I'll try it. If it fails, it fails. If it works, it works.
Okay, fair enough.
It never hurts to ask.
You're absolutely correct. Okay. So that's it for that guy. So let's see who's next. Let's see. Varric. Suddenly from the fog comes another. This one appears out of the fog right next to you. And takes a swipe and a bite at you. Let's see what we got. The claw is a 16.
That does hit. They both hit.
Okay.
But I have
You have that
yeah.
resistance as well.
Yep.
So that's 36, so half of that. Well, sorry, half of the slashing, sorry.
Everything but psychic I have resistance against.
Okay, perfect. So
So-
yeah, the bite's piercing, so cool. So but I need you to do a con save for me, please.
Oh, of course. I would love to.
I'm sure you would.
22.
Beautiful.
Hell
Beautiful.
yeah, finally.
Okay. Kieran, we're to you now.
Okay, so we got one directly behind me, one a little bit in front of me, with everyone else in between.
Yep.
Right, and where's
So
is it?
if you're standing, there's one right in front of you.
Mhm.
If you turn to your left, you'll see one right next to Varric.
Yep.
and then if you look across the room, you'll see the other one by Bellinor and Willow.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to use Cloud of Daggers on the one right in front of us.
Okay.
What
do you need?
Well, it's anyone in its range when it gets cast, and if it starts its turn there, it takes 4d6 of damage.
Okay.
Or not 46, sorry, 44. My bad, misspoke.
That's
So
okay.
it's going to be 10 slashing damage.
Okay, cool.
And then bonus action. What do I want to do here? I'm going to give a Bardic to... I'm going to give one to Willow going like, come on, send this thing back to being fertilizer. So, Lisa, you got a D6 you can use on your next roll.
Okay. Cool. So that's to Willow.
Yeah, that's going to Willow, and that is my turn.
All right, awesome. 0.
Thank
All right.
you.
Talk to me about where this thing is in relationship to, I think it's Kieran and I that are next to each other, right?
Yep.
Remember,
literally
if you
right
took
in
dam-
front of you.
Remember, if you took damage, you get to roll a d6.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Yep. If you took damage recently, at the beginning of your turn, roll a d6 and get that back.
Okay, I'll take that. 3 points back. And then, is it within 5 feet of both Kieran and I, or?
Yeah, it's like if you were standing in a triangle, you would be on either. So you and Kieran are side by side, and it's like right in the middle between, right in front of you guys.
Yep. It's in a cloud of daggers right now, so mind your step.
It's like,
Would stepping away offer an attack of opportunity?
yes.
It would. Okay. So
you disengaged, but then that's your turn.
yeah.
Decisions.
What to do? Okay, so if I try to melee, I'm gonna get hit by the cloud. Yeah, I'm a rogue.
Well, that's only if you move into the cloud. Like you can, the way it's positioned, it's like this thing's in its 5-foot radius.
Mhm.
So unless you literally try and step through it, you won't get hit by the cloud. I'm just saying, be mindful of your step if you try to like move around it.
Okay, so what is your ruling on me making a melee attack? Am I not going to get hit by the cloud of daggers by trying to just get close with a dagger?
With a dagger?
Yeah. I would imagine I'd get hit by that.
Yeah, you would get hit because you'd have to
Okay.
step into it.
So at
At least your hand
disadvantage,
would have to go into it.
yeah, at disadvantage, he'll try for a bow shot.
Okay.
With his short bow.
This music is really creeping me out, Will.
I know.
I think there's a way to do this.
And just so all of our watchers and stuff, these are a completely homebrew monster.
I need to roll that twice.
It's almost like a wraith. You know?
Natural one.
Yeah, you don't hit. Not at all. It's like you and the daggers like just chew up your arrow.
I really can't do anything else.
Okay. Let's see.
Actually, hold on, real quick question.
ahead. Uh-huh.
So, because no, flank, it wouldn't be flanking rules. Never mind. Disregard.
Okay. So, all right. So it is the creature over by Bellinor and Willow is going to take slashing to Bellinor and a bite to Willow. Okay, so the claw to Bellinor is a 23 to attack, 15 damage. And the bite's an 8, which misses completely.
Who? Yay!
What
Mint,
kind of damage do the claws do?
it's that's slashing.
Okay. My symbiotic armor gives me resistance to that. So.
Is that a
Oh, yeah.
con save?
For you? No, he missed you.
No.
For Bellinor?
Yeah.
No. Nope, it's only with the bite.
Good. Just a bite.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Mint, we are to you.
Okay. I don't know what we're calling. I forgot what we're calling. It's the undead that's inside of the cloud of daggers.
Uh-huh.
Is that
If somebody wants to like roll like a history check on these guys as a free action, you're welcome to do it.
I will.
So Kieran knows that these are dusk wraiths. They're sort of vampiric type creatures.
Positioning wise, if I were to use a 15-foot cone of fire, is there a way for me to get them all in the cone?
All of the dusk wraiths?
Yeah.
Oh no, they're spread out.
Too spread out.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably, if you shot one, you could probably get the one that's next to Varric, because nobody else is
I
in the
rolled
way.
a nat. I rolled a nat 20. Do I know anything else, like how to kill them?
No, but you know they're called dusk wraiths and that they are vampiric.
Okay. I hate to waste that 20. You know?
I mean, there's no, you know that they can, you know they're shape changers.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna. I guess the one that's by Varric that's not the one in Cloud of Daggers.
No, that's the one by Kieran and Zero.
Okay, yeah, because I don't want to mess that up. So he's going to spin around and fire off an Eldritch Blast at the one by Varric.
Okay.
Click on this, and then I cast it, and then it's not going to have. It says drag to modify.
That's like if you want to roll with advantage or disadvantage.
Okay, all right. So I didn't mean to do that. I guess. Okay, there we go. So that's
normal.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so then he also gets his charisma, so it's 8 damage, but then it pushes it 10 feet away. And I guess I was hoping to have it fly into like a table or something.
So as you cast this and it hits, and you see it pushes it away from Varric. You see it when it goes into a foggy mist and just goes disappears.
Mint doesn't know any better, so he's just getting one down. Like he doesn't know that it's not dead. That's a kill.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, what else you got?
He's gonna use his movement to get closer to Varric, and
you can get all the way to him.
Okay, yeah, and he will. Varric, you're standing, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So he'll just kind of take like a almost back to back, comically back to back, because he's like more like he turns around and he's like his head is at his ass or whatever, but he's just
It's well below his ass,
he's
actually.
taking, yeah, he's taking his 6 o'clock,
Okay.
and yeah, that's what he'll do.
Okay, cool. Bellinor, we're to you.
Okay. So the one that was in the cloud of daggers is the one that disappeared, right?
No. That was
it
the one that
not.
was next to Varric disappeared.
Okay.
So you guys still have the one by the fireplace.
And then there's the one in
And
the cloud
Kieran
of
and
daggers.
Zero have the one in the cloud of daggers.
Okay. Then I will. Yeah, I'll swing at it with my battle axe again.
Okay.
Swing at the one right in front of me.
Awesome.
Yee.
That misses.
Okay.
It smoothly sort of moves out of the way.
How is Willow looking in terms of almost deadness?
I have 7 hit points.
Okay. I will bonus action cast Shield of Faith on you. Your armor class is increased by 2.
Yes.
Also,
Thank you.
Bellinor, don't forget to roll your
yeah.
D6 for your damage. Okay. Cool. All right, so we are to Varric now.
So the one next to me just got pushed back into the fog.
Yep. And
Okay.
is now gone.
So there's the one in the cloud of daggers. Where's the other one at?
Over by the fireplace between Bellinor and Willow.
I think he's gonna ready up his spear and do a reckless spear attack on the one by Willow.
Okay. So you're going to toss your spear?
Angrily throw, yeah.
Angrily throw.
Okay. There. It's with advantage since I'm doing 22.
Trying to get back to you. Yeah, 22 hits.
5 damage.
Just 5 damage? That's it?
That's it.
Wow. Sorry, I'm trying to get back to you on the... There it is. Okay. Let me take that 5 damage.
So I'm pretty sure the reckless attack only works on the attack, not the damage. And I didn't use... Because it's not a heavy weapon, so I can't use my great weapon.
Right.
So,
Master, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my movement. Seeing that Mint is kind of posted up at my... kind of covering my back, could I grab him and run to her? Like football grab him and...
I won't oppose grapple.
Okay. If you grab Mint,
Yes.
that will be your action.
Okay.
So
You can use the special.
so you'd have to use it as an action.
What was that?
Torpedo Mint.
Oh.
I mean, you can. Well, you know what?
Was it Mint fastball?
Fuck it. I'll let you pick him up.
Okay.
I'll let you pick him up, but by picking him up, we'll reduce your movement speed by half.
Right. Okay, so we start moving towards them then.
Okay.
Okay.
That way, there's some sort of.
Oh, and I forgot to do my D6.
Yep. Do your D6. Okay.
5. Nice.
Nice. All right, Willow, we are to you.
All right, let's get those. Roll that D6 again. And then I'm going to use the quarterstaff again.
Okay. My computer did weird things. There it goes.
Okay, so I got 4 back. So
Okay.
11.
And then you quarterstaff attack.
Mhm.
All right, it did not hit. You got a 9.
Okay. I want to use that bardic
Okay.
to add a d6 to that.
Okay. Roll your d6.
Please.
You got this.
You got the touch. Nope. It's only an 11. It misses.
Okay.
Okay.
But I got some hit points back.
You did indeed. All right. So it's the one over by Kieran. It's you over by you guys. What does it need to do? Or does it?
Oh, it's just want to say 44. Yeah.
Okay. So if you roll that for me, please.
Yep. Doing it now. 8. Really? 2 1s? Come on, man. I had better than nothing, but damn.
Okay. Let me. All right. So it's going to lash out at you. With its claws. So 23 to hit for a 17 slashing.
On who?
On you.
All right. I'm going to attempt cutting words.
Okay.
So, as a reaction when a creature you can see within 60 feet makes an attack, yada yada roll, I expend 1 use of Bardic, roll the dice, subtract it from their roll. Well, actually, no, it was a 23. Never mind. It doesn't matter. That still hit because the most I made is 17. That's a hit. Never mind. I thought I rolled lower. Fuck. It's worth a shot. Okay.
It's all right. It's all good.
All right. So I take 17 slashing. Oh, no, half that because the resistance from that. So it's going to be 8.
Let's see. Then it's going to try to bite you.
Son of a bitch.
And I need you to do a con save for me, please.
Yep. And then that was 18 damage. Well, no, it got piercing, so that would still be full damage. It's an 18 on the save, though.
Thank goodness for the save.
Why?
Just saying. And then it's going to use a legendary action.
Wait, hold on. What? Nani?
Oh,
It's going to use a legendary action.
God damn it. Save the fucking damage, computer.
I need you to roll a wisdom save.
Oh, thank God I'm somewhat good at those. We'll see how this goes, though.
As it says, you hear it say, "You seek to run away like the coward you are," and you do. You are frightened, and you will try to get away as quickly as you can.
Which I'm assuming provokes
It does indeed.
opportunity.
It sure does. Luckily, it's just a claw attack. Could be worse. Could be worse.
Let's see. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank God 10 doesn't hit.
No, 10 does not hit. So it just, as you run away from it, it slashes and misses.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and actually, let me double check. I think Cloud was a concentration spell, too. Hold on.
Okay, you're fine. So, Varric and Mint, as you're heading your way over to Willow and them, from behind you in the fog appears that lovely dusk wraith that you pushed away. And unfortunately, Mint's going to get the brunt of this.
Use me as your shield.
I am your shield. The claw does a 19 hit. I'm assuming it does.
You know what's funny? It hits.
You're funny. It totally hits. That is funny. Over 12
Alright.
damage.
Here. Well, what I'm gonna do to make the con save easier for concentrate, I'm gonna roll with advantage, but we'll just count both rolls as individual rolls,
Okay, that's fine.
just to save time there.
12 damage.
Yeah, 12. And the bite misses completely. So that's good.
Oh no, yeah, the cloud of daggers is gone. I felt the cloud. It's gone.
Okay. So
It went away after the claw attack.
okay, cool. All right, so Kieran, it is your turn as you are running away.
Okay, so I know I need to do the D6, right? Since I did the bite, since I hit with the bite.
Yes. Yeah. Any damage, if you've taken any damage, do a D6.
Oh, yeah, that was from the bite alone. Okay.
Just all damage.
Cool.
Oh,
That's,
you 6. Nice.
if only I could roll high like that earlier.
Thank goodness for this part of the world.
So I'm assuming I'm under frightened
You
condition,
are a
right?
frightened condition, yes.
Yeah, so I can't move closer to it.
Nope.
Um,
You can move closer to one of the other ones, though.
yeah. Oh no, I ain't getting close to this point.
Hell no.
That is a fuck that shit out of my mouth. What I want to attempt to do though is on the same one that made me run. I want to cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
So I need to make a DC 14 Intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Let me go to him. I'm sorry. What was the skill again? Sorry.
It's Intelligence. A DC 14.
Gotcha.
Oh wait, I didn't read the spell. It doesn't work on undead. Fuck.
Oh, well, there you have it then. It gives you the middle finger. It's just like
I was like, can we fix that, or do you want me to expend the slot? It's fine either way.
you don't have to expend. No, I'm not gonna let you.
Okay. No, if it did, like I said, by the way, my bad for not reading the spell.
No, it's good.
Bye.
You caught yourself in the last minute before you did it.
At that point, then. Let me actually read this one then. Hold on. All right, this one can't work on the undead.
Okay.
I'm going to upcast Dissonant Whisper, so Wisdom saving throw, still the same DC, just Wisdom instead.
Okay.
Actually, hit cast there. And then.
Yeah. They're
So
not
that is-
very wise.
Yeah, so that's 13 psychic damage. And they now have to move as far as the speed will allow away from me.
Okay.
But with 0 right there, that gives 0 an opportunity.
You said 13?
13 psychic, yes.
Darn it. Go back the other way. The other way. Sorry. Give me 1 second.
But now it has to run away. 0's still right next to it.
Okay. It's going to.
Now 0 can slap it.
It has a legendary reaction.
Oh, fuck. I tried, 0. I tried.
It's where it can choose to save. So it will have saved.
Yeah. Damn it.
So it just sort of like it hits it and it shakes it off, and you see its eyes glow crimson red.
Yeah, Kieran will very verbally just go, fuck, like everyone could hear him when he says that.
Cool. All right. 0, where to you?
Okay. So I realize I'm going to take an opportunity attack. So we're going to Booming Blade on Dagger for the attack.
Okay.
Come on. 17. Does that hit?
That does hit. Wait, does it hit? Hold on, let me double check. This is the Broodmaster.
That sounds positive.
Oh, yep, it hits. Meets it,
Okay.
beats it.
So assesses 6 points of slashing damage. Piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it will start to glow a light baby blue. And then I realize I'm taking an opportunity attack, but I'm going to back away towards Kieran.
Okay. So it will.
You're a rogue, right? Can't you bonus action disengage?
My bonus action was Booming Blade.
Oh, okay. Didn't catch that, my bad.
You're good.
It's going to try to bite you.
Ouch.
It misses you. It was a 9.
Yeah, that would have killed me.
Tries to take a bite out of you. Misses.
And if you'll allow me, he'll squawk something.
Yeah. Sure.
As he's running back to Kieran.
Okay. What's he squawk?
Come get me, you coward!
Love it. Oh, so okay. So you say that, and the fog in the room that's undulating, it just stops, and the room gets cold, and you all hear a voice saying, "I hope you live through the night," and they all disappear.
It takes 1d8 thunder damage.
That's fine. You can roll your thunder damage. And they all just vanish. The fog remains, and then it starts to move again. And I'll take that 1 point.
All that.
Like, no, okay.
1 point.
And that's where we're going to end the session tonight. So you'll have to come back and see if they defeat these guys or not. As the Broodmaster, as he's called, you probably know what he can do. So, all right, so let's go through and let's just sort of say, again, we're going to tell everybody who we are, who we played, and what do you think about these lovely undead playthings? Let's start with, we're going to go in reverse order. We're going to start with Willow.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. I play Willow, an Eladrin Druid. Don't know how helpful I'm being in this fight, but I hate them.
Oh, come on.
I
think a hug.
I think it's an awesome monster. Willow hates them. It's just another thing trying to kill her or eat her. She doesn't know which at this point. You know?
That is very fair.
It is trying to take a bite out of her, though.
That is true. She's like, good thing, stop trying to eat me.
Yes.
All right. Did you tell everybody where they can find you? And
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. You can find me every Monday night here on Happening Wizard channel for either Origins or Wind Riders of Aria, which is using the wonderful Surge system. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. We'll be back on the 7th for Wind Riders. You can also find me every other Wednesday now on Halfling Wizard channel for the Liminal Blink. We'll be back with that on the 9th. And then every other Friday, we can find us on Celtic Wyvern King's channel. Nick and I are both in his Stargate campaign, which is so much fun. And we'll be back with that. Finally, I hope your reunion was worth making us wait a month. We'll be back on the 11th with that one.
I'm making sense on the drinks I shared at Discord that I had, yeah.
yeah, I saw that. Okay, cool.
That's it for me.
All right, Varric.
Hello, everybody. My name is Nick. I play Varric Wolfspear Fagari. If you are looking for me on socials, you can find me with the name Professor Hexagon, Professor_Hexagon, or some variation of the two. It's surprisingly not an easy name to do. Like she was mentioning, you can find us, I think the next one's going to be the 11th, is going to be the next day for our Stargate campaign. I will be here the following other Monday, so the 14th, for the next episode of Orlea Origins, and I believe Thursday is our very first actual episode of Reign of Vecna with Pup Riku.
Yep.
Where I'm going to be playing Nero Aspengard, the half-elf sorcerer, storm sorcery sorcerer. I'm super excited about getting that started. We're already doing a lot of prepping and role-playing and stuff, so it's a lot of fun. I think secretly Varric was hoping to, after hearing how they were described as like meat falling off the bones, missing limbs type people, he was really hoping for just a real easy fight where he could just start cleaving through people. And I think this entire fight he got one hit. So he's raring to go for another fight.
So funny. All right. Cool. Kieran.
Hey guys, I am Kellen, also known as Celtic Wire King. You can find me here every Monday for either Wingriders of Aria, where I play our Jin, who is one of the Chaos Makers, especially with the freaking chase he just had. But also, you can also find me on the opposite Mondays like this week for Orlea Origins, where I play Kieran, the ASMR Bard. Every Wednesday here soon. You'll find my own channel for one of two games. We'll have two that are alternate. One is there is a 5e campaign set of the Planet of Pharaohs called the God's Challenge, which next episode of that will be on the 9th. The other game, which we'll be hoping to start here soon, is my search campaign I've been working on, Honor Regained. So getting that going, just gotta get just a couple more pieces in place before we start that. Every other Thursday, as Nick said, you can also find me here for the Reign of Vecna campaign. I'll play Meek, the Reborn Goliath Redemption Paladin. Try saying that 5 times fucking fast.
Yeah.
Get myself a tongue twister there. Then every other Friday, you can find me on Dinner and a Game, including this Friday for our Walking Dead campaign, Jazz Funeral, where, God, my character has been getting fucked up with his roles. I'm like serious trauma. The opposite Fridays, though, as Lisa mentioned, you can also find me on my own channel for the Stargate 5e campaign I run, where we get to pick up with them seeing their travel work on a Lake Placid-sized gator with C4 stuffed inside of a goat. We'll see how that goes. But you can also find me
Confidence.
It was a good plan.
I didn't say it wasn't, but I got as DM, I got to do the whole "Are you sure?" bit, whether it's a good plan or not.
Fair enough.
But you can find me on TikTok on the same handle as well as on my channel, just whenever streaming random games. I'm going to stream Starship Troopers, Monster Hunters, whatever I feel like playing. Because like, why the hell not?
True. I stop in and watch every once in a while. It's pretty fun. Okay, well, I think Greg is having internet issues, so we'll go to Mint.
Hey everybody, Tim Points here. You can find me on the Clock app or Insta, and I post very, very, very irregularly. So if you catch a post, it's kind of like seeing a unicorn. And with that said, I play Mint, Orcanus, T, Goblin, Bloodline Paladin, Oath of the Dragon, who is now also a tavern brawler. So that's why we're so fun. Cool. I figured it would be a great way to use the bones as improvised weapons.
I agree. I think it's great. That's why when you sent it, I was like, oh my god, that is fantastic.
So yeah, in Mint, well, I think the monster's great. I think it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. In Mint, he thinks that the way to kill these things is to push them back into the fog. So we're gonna see how this goes.
That's so funny. Oh yeah, just push them back into the fog, guys.
This is another one. This is not the same one. This is a whole new monster.
But I love that they all look alike, so he probably thinks it's the same one. He's like, oh, he's back.
Adds a notch to his tally, and he's like, I got one.
Exactly. I love that. That is so great. I am so excited for
I love how he can be so green on some moments, and then just like
complete, like ditzy. I love it. God, it's gonna be funny. All right, Bellinor. Then we'll come back to Zero.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Taryn. I play Bellinor Vesh, your paladin who shoots goo out of himself and out of the people.
Don't say that.
That's probably that's probably a weird way to put that, but I'm gonna stick with it because I didn't think about it. Eleanor is really upset because his bath got shut off about 4 hours earlier than what he wanted, even though he was probably there for about 4 hours.
Oh yeah, he was soaking for a while.
He's mostly upset about that more than anything. He doesn't care about the stuff trying to kill him. He's just expecting that at that point. He just wanted to finish his damn bath.
But get this over with so I can go back and soak.
Pretty much. You can find me here for Origins every other Monday night, and I'm playing the Liminal Blank when I am not dying and can show up to that. That's every other Wednesday, and you can find me on most social medias at Fluid Player 1004. There's some variation of that, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, Zero.
Hello, my name is Greg, aka Game Master Dad. You can find me on Twitch. I'm also the co-founder of Warped Tree, which is the organization that helped author and therefore co-author of the Surge system that was aforementioned. Again, you can find me on Twitch and all the social medias at Game Master Dad. And then make sure that you go get your core free rulebook over at warptree.com/games/surge. Also, because I'm not sure Will mentioned it because I got kicked off for a minute, make sure you're going over and checking out the cool merch over in the merch store. Here's the Wind Riders Varia shirt. And lots of other cool stuff over there on Halfling Wizard Productions store.
I have a list.
Look, I'm just making sure, man.
That's fair.
I'm here for you.
I have completely forgotten to do it. All right, so what does he think about these creatures?
Honestly, since he's been on this adventure, this is just sort of par for the course. Like, his first interaction with this group was fighting a giant fire monster, so he's really not surprised. And like a deity came and said, "Hey, you should go support these guys," and has almost no understanding of really why. So he's just kind of blindly in the midst of everything, just like, okay, well, this is the next thing.
Okay, I'm here to help. Don't know why, but I'm here to help.
Yep, pretty much.
Maybe that deity will give me more information. No, he won't, because deities don't do that.
Right.
You get the most vague messages from gods. It's hilarious.
Yep.
So funny. So, all right, everybody. And of course, I am Will, or the Halfling Wizard here on Halfling Wizard Productions, and I have the honor every other Monday to get to DM these guys, this talented group of folks. Most of these things have been touched on already, but I'll touch on them again because I keep getting flack for it. So yes, check out our merch store. We have some really, really cool merch. We have some show-specific merch, and then we have channel-specific merch. So if you're a fan of any of our other games, I think right now one of the most popular items, there's two of them. It's the Dragon Daddies, Say Hey, and the Murder Hobos 24. Those are our two most popular. And the Dragon Daddy Says Hey is from here. And of course, the Murder Hobos 24 is from the Liminal Blink, where they're literally murder hobos. But yeah, go check out. We've got all manner of things. Apparently the hoodies are very comfortable, I've been told. So yay. Our charity, for right now, it may change in the middle because I had a charity for this month already picked out, but because of all of the horrific hurricanes happening, we're going to support the U.S. hurricane relief. So that's our charity for the month right now. So if you can, please do give. Any little bit helps for those folks who were affected by Hurricane Helen. And now there's another one, I think, coming. somewhere.
Yeah, there's already one forming the Gulf, but they said it's supposed to be heading more toward Mobile, Alabama /
Okay.
New Orleans.
So
But it could still come up and hit like the Carolinas, Tennessee. So depending on how it actually like pans out.
right. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do for October. November, I haven't. The one we were going to do for October, we'll do in November, or December, one of the two. But please, if you can, please give. Of course, Greg already mentioned it, and several other people already mentioned it. But please check out our partners over at Surge. They are amazing. We love their system. Wind Riders of Aria is set in this system, and check it out. Start your own Surge game. Have some fun. It's super fun. It's super role play like centric, and I love that. There's combat as well, but it really kind of focuses on the storytelling, which is fantastic. I love it. Wind Riders of Aria is in the Surge system, and we are in all kinds of craziness in using that platform already. It's so great. The story is wonderful. So go check them out. They're amazing. You can get the core rulebook for free online. And they have, of course, a merch store. Of course, Greg is wearing all of that hat, that merchy, that hat on his head. I need to get one myself.
I've got one here for you.
Oh, okay.
I need to get with Goose so he can sign it for you.
Okay, fair enough. I need to purchase one that I can wear, because I'm not going to wear
fair.
that one. I'm going to put it up on my shelf, but I need to purchase one to wear. But yeah, go check out their merch as well, because I think you guys are adding new stuff, right?
Yes, we have Surge specific dice sets that are coming very soon.
Very cool. I'll have to get a set. Go and subscribe to our YouTube, where you can find all of our sessions there, except for Origins episode 19. That's the episode that never happened, apparently. But everything else you can find there. Go subscribe us, give us a support over there. We truly appreciate it. Of course, follow us here on Twitch. We love new people. Join our Discord, because we do have our Codex Chaoticum, which is a system where anybody can come in and run a one shot. We'll stream it. That sort of fun thing. We have a couple in line right now. But if you've always wanted to DM something but just never had a chance, now you can come and do it. If you've got an idea, come join our Discord and be part of that. The other thing is our Patreon is live. Please go if you would like. Go support us over there. Membership to our Patreon gets you access to all of the items that are on there. You can go and just purchase items off of our shop, but as an actual Patreon, you will get access to a lot of the homebrew items and scenarios. For instance, tonight's scenario, which is called The Twilight Curse of Duskmire, it will be on our Patreon probably after these sessions are over. That includes the Dusk Wraith and the Dusk Wraith Broodmaster, which are completely homebrewed monsters. You're welcome to join our Patreon and get those. And other exclusive things for Patreon folks will be coming soon. So go give us a support over there. Any support, tips, merch, anything that you purchase from us, all that money goes back into the channel. We don't keep any of it. It goes to help purchase like hardware, software, merchandise, for giveaways. I think which speaking of, we will be doing a giveaway starting on next Monday. We'll start taking names for that. And you can come in and submit for a giveaway. We're going to give away a swag bag of stuff. And we're working on that right now, but yeah, you can come do that. Did I forget anything, Greg? Probably so is correct. But again, thanks you guys for coming and hanging out with us. I'm going to get these guys out of here because some of us are educators and that sort of thing, and we got to be up early. Some of us are nurses. Some of us are, we all have to be up early apparently. So
some of us are on vacation.
Oh, that's true. You are on vacation. I forget. So make sure you hang around as we're going to rate another awesome creator. But until next time, everybody, make sure that you stay groovy and roll those dice, and may the dice ever be in your favor. So we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. We love you all.
Thanks for joining us for this Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next. Right here, where adventure comes to life.